Hey, I'm Al McGee with YETicket.com, where the film I'm going to talk about right now is something that's been around for a long time, but now they're doing a live version of it. That's Lilo and Stitch. This is Walt Disney. And, the original Lilo and Stitch was a cartoon which came out in 2002. And then at that time, Tia Carrere, well, she did the original voice, Nani in Lilo and Stitch in 2002, but they brought her back in this film. She has a new character in this film, Mrs. Keel, and she's here in her original form. That's right. Well, you know the story of Leo and Stitch. I hope you do. Well, let me tell you a little bit about it. Now, here we get to go to Stitch's home planet, and we find out that he was an experiment put together. And the scientists on his home planet did this, put them together for some reasons that they talk about in the film. But let me stop talking about it for a minute because throughout this whole movie, you can get a lot of Elvis Presley music throughout this whole music. I don't know what Elvis Presley has to do with Leo and Stitch. Sure, Elvis in the 60s made Blue Hawaii, but you're going to get a lot of songs from Elvis Presley in this film. Again, I don't know what that has to do with Leo and Stitch. I enjoy the music because I'm a huge Elvis fan, especially back then. I saw every Elvis movie, but what does it have to do with Leo and Stitch? Well, anyway, let's get back to this. Well, here in Leo and Stitch, well, you know the story. The young lady, well, young girl, about 6, 7 years old, Leo, well, her mother and father's not there. So her sister, and I did not figure out her age. I guess she's older than a teenager because I think she's out of school. She can go to college now. Her name Nani. Well, she's taking care of Leo, and Leo is played by Maya Kiloa, and Nani is played by Sydney Aldonga. So anyway, just them two are together in the house there on this island in the Hawaiian Islands. They're on their own island, and it's hard to get on and off of this one island. But anyway, but Leo's very lonely. She can't make friends, and the young girls around her makes fun of her because she doesn't have any parents and things like that. And Nani's having a problem taking care of her because she's trying to do that, but Leo, she does her thing and things like that. Then one day Leo made a wish that she needed a friend, and that friend came out, well, Stitch, an alien, and he was running away from his own planet too because they wanted to get rid of him, things like that. And I felt this was a match that made it very well in this film, and I thought the story is very good. But the story has been around for a long time, for over 20 years. It's been a movie and a television series on Disney. So it's been around for a long time. But if you grew up with this, would you like this version of it, the reality-based version of it? Well, this is a kids' movie, and that's who's going to enjoy this. But if you're a parent with your kids, well, you're going to watch it also, and you're going to like it because, well, first of all, you're going to see that your kids like it. But not only that, yeah, you're going to enjoy the story too. Now, you might be familiar with the story because you probably grew up with them, or maybe you didn't, and you wanted to see what they're going to do with this film. Now, Disney was very careful with this film. What I mean by that is they made it with the original title, the original story, and things like that. And I really enjoyed that with this film, Leo and Stitch. Now, a couple of aliens, they follow Stitch, uh, and you'll see the story. But if you know the story, you know why they followed him, why they wanted to capture him, and things like that. You know the story. And I enjoyed that part. Now, for me as an adult, older adult at that, Did I find this a good story? Yeah, I found it a good story. I found it very entertaining too. And if you got young kids or teenagers, they would sit there and enjoy this film also. At least I did. But, it's predictable. But, of course, you know what the story is. Leo and Stitch is a very good film to watch. And you can only see it in the movie theaters for now. So I'm going to rate this film as three palm trees out of four. It was entertaining. It's a kids' film, and they will enjoy it. But as a parent, when you take your kids to this film, you're going to enjoy it too. Hey, thanks for watching my review of Leo and Stitch. I really appreciate it.
This is your entertainment ticket. Latest and greatest movies.